Hi, welcome to my channel, KTB IOM. Today I want to show you my Jeil Gung JMG, JuMong Gung. I've had this bow now for just over a year. I bought it in May 2023 and from the website KoreanArchery.com. It's had a bit of a checkered history because this broke in just 18 days after I received it. I had an accident, I tripped, and the core wood layer split along a seam. But with a bit of advice from a friend, I managed to repair it using epoxy resin glue, G-Flex 650, which is a maritime resin, and it's lasted very well. So I just want to show you how this bow performs, and also to show you how the replacement bow that I purchased when I thought this one was irrevocably broken performs. So first of all, let's string this up and show you both bows. Jeil Gung is one of the earliest companies in South Korea making what we now know as KTBs. Before then, the kind of bows that they had available were essentially like the Samick SKB. They were quite wide-limbed and looked like a mixture of a recurve archery and a Korean bow shape. Master Won Hyun Jo started Jeil Gun in 1989 and pioneered the shape that we now know as KTB. Let me show you a comparison of how it looked like when it was brand new. This bow I've only shot like a handful of times and it's absolutely immaculate. The only change I've made to this is just to put a sports tape on the handle, on the zoom barrel, just to give it a bigger grip, as the standard basic rubber grip is just too small for my hand. I never got round to putting the jumpy on, but that's something that I will do whenever this wrapping kind of wears out. It still has the original arrow pass, and you can see there's a few marks there from usage, but not many. And on the back here we've got the characters for JuMong, JM, and down here we've got Jeil Gung, Jeil Gung, or Jig for short. So I'm going to string this up one as well. And I've never actually shot both bows back to back, and I don't know whether the repair I made on my original JuMong Gung has made any difference whatsoever to its performance. So it'll be interesting to try them both out and see what happens. Looking online, rumour has it that one of the employees of Jeil Gung back in the early 90s left the company and then started off what we now know is JuMong, YMG. And if you compare both bows, they kind of have a very similar shape. I think the only difference is that the YMG has a sort of slightly curved, rounded back, whereas this one is perfectly flat. Just a sec. There we go. One thing I like about the JMG is the gauger. The gaugers kind of narrow towards the end of the limb, and the little leather hoodie is quite snug and fits in almost seamlessly. Also on the back, the gauger leaves are quite pronounced, and they make a nice little string groove for the string to pass through and sit nicely. The only difference I've noticed between the original jig, Jeil Gung, and the JMG is essentially these red string pads. I think in the original Jeil Gung, they're basically the black rubber string pads that we see in many other different Korean bows. So let's do a strength test of the bow. I'm using 33-inch arrows. These arrows are 300 spine, and they're 425 grain. So I'll mainly be using these arrows, so I'll base the speed testing and the weight testing on these. So here we go. And that comes at 57.88, so 58 pounds pretty much. I think I've measured this as 60 before when I've used my 35-inch arrows. I'm going to try it again, make sure it's consistent. And this is now showing again 58 pounds. So let's try the other one. Oh, I forgot to mention, both these bows are marked at 40 pounds. And I think 40 pounds is at the 28-inch mark. So let's try this one. This has come at 58, but 56 for the hold pressure, but the arrow came off, so I think I cut it a bit short. Let's just pop it on place and try again. Try again. One last time. It's easy to get a false reading with these. So this is reading at 57. So they're mostly consistent. I think it may be just a pound between them at full draw. So we'll try and do some speed testing to see if there's any difference between them. Let's do some speed testing with a repaired JMG. $197.7. $204.0. $203.3. $202.7. 200, and the last one, 204.3. Let's do some speed testing with the almost brand new JMG. $196.8, $205.3, $197.1, $199.7, $203.3, and finally 204.3. So all in all, given some variability in my release, both of these bows are performing almost exactly the same. They both do well on average over 200 FPS at 40 pounds marked weight, but it's about 58 pounds at full draw. So I'm quite happy with these two bows. They're quite really good, better than expected. Yeah, I really like these bows. Some free practice at about 10 yards with the Jeil Gung JMG. Scoring this, I would have a 4, 3 5s, no 1 2, 4 5s and 1 6. So that will be a total of 30 points for the new JMG. Free practice with a repaired JMG, about 10 yards. This one's slightly less accurate with a repaired JMG. So scoring this one, I would have 4 and 4 is 8, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 in the 5. So this would be a score of 28. So in terms of accuracy, the new JMG wins, but only by a touch. So it's probably me more than the bow, but both bows are fairly consistent. So thank you for watching. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll be making more videos on my journey into Korean archery. I just wanted to show you both my Jeil Gungs. These basically started my journey in Korean archery. I did get a Black Shadow, a Freddy Archery Black Shadow prior to getting these, but these bows just ooze authenticity, class, design. These bows for me are the real thing. Some of the features about the bows over a year, you can see the whipping gets dirty. Some of the natural birch bark has got a few chips here and there where I've put them through trees and bushes and what God knows what. I do oil it with olive oil, and I've also been using neutral shoe polish, and that seems to keep the birch bark nice and moist. On this one I haven't used it so much, and you can see that it's the whitening is the effect of the birch bark drying up. So when I get back home today, I'll apply some oil to this one. One thing to note is the little blue sticker here on the top is the license for the bow to be allowed to participate in Korean traditionally archery competitions. So these bows are called authorized bows or approved bows. The new one didn't come with a sticker, but since I'm not likely to be competing in Korea anytime soon, it's not a big problem for me. I love the traditional look with the black belly to mimic the horn, and the birch bark on the front, as well as the traditional whipping. I would recommend these bows to anybody who wants to try something different. Like I said, I bought these bows from KoreanArchery.com. The gentleman in charge of that website company, Mr. Jude Park, was very helpful. And even though the website is a bit clunky by Western standards, I would recommend anybody who's interested to drop Mr. Park an email and do business that way. These bows took about 3 days to get from Korea to London, and then they took about over a week to get from London to me at my home due to Royal Mail. But they ship via EMS and you get full tracking along the way. So thank you for watching. If you've got any questions on Jeil Gung, drop me a line or make a comment below, and thank you for watching.